is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into another edition of On the Road to Victory. The music's going to keep playing. I'm going to keep rolling right through it. Let's go. It's game day. I know it's just preseason for some people, but for me, Eagles football is back, and I know all you sickos are riding with me. Let's effing go. We've been breaking it all down throughout the offseason, getting ready to watch all of these battles within the team. And look, throughout the season, we're going to break it down, the opponent, the team, the injury report throughout the week, just like we do every year. So do not fear, but it's preseason. So just in case anybody, just tuning in now hasn't been paying attention, we're going to take a look at the top 20 positional battles here. Then we're going to look at the top 30 players to watch, give you the full roster with everybody's numbers, their height, their weight, everything going on with them so you know who you're watching, then give you my depth chart. And then, of course, if you're worried about certain positions, things going on, if you've missed it, we've still got cap space. So I'm going to show you that as well. This show is loaded with information. It's game day, so I'm a little excited, ready for some birds. So I hope you're all ready with me. Whether you're watching this live, later I'm going to try to be done by 6. Phillies coming on. It's going to be nice juggling the two here, but I'm ready for my effing birds. I hope you're all ready too. So let's jump into this bad boy. And we've got William in the chat, my man. Yo, it's time, baby. I'm ready. I got the jersey on. I'm ready to run through a wall. It's time. I don't care if it's preseason. Got money down. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm a sicko. I truly am. But I hope you're doing well. My leg, well, it's kind of destroyed. Let's be honest here. You can kind of see. I kind of see a little bit of the ankle there. It's it's massive and it sucks. But I'm ready for birds. So appreciate you asking. But I'm just trying to pretend that it's not happening. So let's go. Look, some people. They were gunning for me for a while now. They are pretty pissed still about that whole Jalen Hurts, Howie Roseman stuff last year, try to get them on board. But they got a little pissed. They started, just any swear word, anything I ever said, they got me banned, man. So, look, it is what it is. We all laughed about that one, though, because, this person was saying it all started because they said, they wished ill on me. And I was like, all right. So I said a certain something, and that got me in trouble. And, yeah, it was pretty funny, but then that person ended up not even going to the training camp because they were afraid I was going to do something. I'm like, bro, I don't care about social media. I'm trying to build this, trying to enjoy my birds with you sickos. I don't care about trolls. I know a lot of people are angry that I said Jalen Hurts were developed the last couple of years. I understand it, but let's get all on board here and get excited for this team about to win the Super Bowl. People get caught up in too much weird stuff, but if you're looking for the new one, it's at OTR to Victory with a 1 on the end of it. So just add a 1 there. Just woke up. Love it. Perfect timing. Let's rock and roll. We're going to take a look here, but I appreciate all of you tuning in here. And look, I hope you're ready too, but this is a lot of information. So let's go through these top 20 positional battles. And I'm started off here with, it's going to be telling, if Rashad Penny, what's going on there. But, to me, I've talked about this a million times. And the reason it's number 20 is because I really don't care. I think all 3 of these guys will have their role, and they're all going to be a big part of this offense. So excited about all of them. But if, Penny plays a little bit more, it goes to show that, Kenny Gainwell and Swift kind of have their spots locked in. But, hey, with the injuries, who knows how much these guys are going to play. Maybe they're still trying to figure things out. But I think we're good there. So I'm not sure. And the same goes for Alameda and Quez. I don't think you're going to see too much of these guys that I just showed you the last 2 positions because you're really not going to see the starters. So, look, I'm excited about that position, but I want to see these guys behind them. Now, at 18, I've got the quarterback 3 battle. For me, Mariota will be quarterback 2. We'll see him probably a little bit today. So I'm hoping he gets the offense down. But for me, he's locked in at 2. It's, are we going to keep a 3rd quarterback is really the question. And which one would it be? And, I've talked about this. You can have a 3rd quarterback on game day from the practice squad. So maybe we do that, put one of these guys on the squad. We'll see. But to me, intrigued to see how both these guys do, but I'm not that overly, excited where it's in my top 10, top 5 or anything like that. Now at 17, Sean Bradley, Ben Van Sumeren. We're going to talk about some other linebackers with some more important roles here, but can these guys push for a spot now that the linebacker room is loaded with veterans? Ben Van Sumeren, we talk about his freakish athleticism. Sean Bradley, a special teams ace. So are they going to bring something to the table tonight? We will find out, but looking forward to seeing that one. And also tight end depth here. Stoll and Calcaterra, and we'll get into the tight ends a little more here, a little closer to the top, but, the back end. The question will become, if we keep Stoll and Calcaterra, is it enough to keep a fourth if Dan Arnold, Tyree Jackson, Brady Russell shows out? So we're going to look for these back-end tight ends, see what they could do, and will we keep 4 tight ends is the question here at number 16. Now at number 15, you brought in Josh Andrews, and you have Cameron Tom here. And before that, you've obviously got Juergens. Brett Toth has been dabbling there. You've got guys that, can help at center, but now you have Josh Andrews who can play guard and center. So can one of these guys push for a spot? Are they going to be a veteran with that versatility that can, cover 2 positions to win themselves a job? And at 14, got, more interior offensive linemen, but these guys, your guards, Josh Sills, he can play guard and tackle. And I think for me, Sills, he's going to be a lock here, but I'm excited to see, him back, but what's he look like, and Julian Good-Jones almost looks exactly like him with a little bit more of a fuller beard, but that is not him. But that's really weird. I just looked over there. But Sills, I'm excited to see what he's got. Last year, they really liked him. So maybe he'll really show out here in the preseason and show that, he hasn't lost a step, but he hasn't played football a little bit. So, hey, hopefully he's keeping himself in shape, ready to rock and roll. Then at number 13, let's just finish off that offensive line and talk about, the depth, at least the tackles here. You brought in Dennis Kelly, so feel a little bit more comfortable now about the composition. So you got Fred and Roderick Johnson, Brett Toth there, who could play tackle and guard, and he was dabbling at center. So will Toth get some center work tonight? We shall see here, but that depth they're going to have to show, hopefully not giving up sacks or anything like that, letting anybody get hurt. So Dennis Kelly, the Undertaker, we talked about him in the free agency period. Happy to have him. Hopefully he shines today. Now at number 12, I've got the safety depth, and Kayvon's been dabbling with the starters here. Justin Evans has starting experience. So which of these guys is going to show out in the preseason and show that they belong as that 3rd or 4th safety here? And we'll talk about some other safeties coming up. But the back end guys, I'm looking forward to seeing them. Now at 11, dude, the top 4, I'm not going to mention them, AJ and obviously Devontae there, but we just talked about Quez and Alameda. Those guys you're not going to see. But these back 8, this is going to be fun to watch. We're going to see, if these quarterbacks can get him the ball. But you got Covey, Ward, Allen, Cleveland, King, Nada, Hazelwood. And I don't know if Deion Kane's going to play because he's been missing practice a lot. So, look, all these guys are going to take these opportunities, show the Eagles they need to keep a 5th or 6th wide receiver. And I'll give you my top players to watch, and we'll talk more in depth about some of these guys. But I want to show you the top position battles to be looking at here. And when we do, you'll see all of it. There's loads of information coming your way, trying to fly through. So running back depth here, I'm really excited to see Boston Scott, Trey Sermon. Kennedy Brooks will get his shot too. But can Sermon push out Boston Scott, be that 4th running back? Doubt we keep 5, but man, really intrigued to see this. Love me some Boston Scott, but Trey Sermon, he was a 3rd-round pick. He's got talent. Let's see if the Eagles can unlock that. Now, that was 10. Now we're at number 9 here. And man, this is going to be a really, really fun one to watch here. Talk about, the top 4 guys you have as edge rushers. I feel pretty comfortable there. Hassan Reddick, Josh Sweat, Nolan Smith, and Brandon Graham. But beyond that, who wants to be 5, 6, maybe 7? You got Derek Barnett, Janarius Robinson, Patrick and Kyron Johnson, and Teron Jackson. Now, Patrick Johnson just came back to practice. We'll see how much he plays, but all of these guys got to go out and show what they can bring to the table here tonight. Now at number 8, got interior D-line. This is going to be really fun to watch. Again, the top 4, we know who they are. Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Milton Williams, Fletcher Cox. But are we keeping 5, 6, 7, of the interior defensive linemen? Very versatile, defensive schemes we have here with Desai. So, look, versatile pieces. And you brought in Street from free agency, Jomo in the draft. So really intrigued to see that one. Then at 7, cornerback depth. Oh, my God, dude. We are loaded at corner. Not list the top 4 there. And to me, it's, obviously the top 3 starters in Slay, Bradbury, Maddox. But Kaylee Ringo in the draft, I think he's a lock. We'll talk about him shortly. But here, the cornerback depth, who is going to be the 5th, 6th? The positional battle here is going to be fun to watch there. Man, I can't wait to see tonight's game. Then at number 6, tight end 2, 3. Now, I'd mentioned it earlier, Arnold. Can he just push one of these guys out, and then you only keep 3? Would it be Goddard, Stoll, Arnold? I doubt you would keep Arnold and Calcaterra without Stoll because Stoll is the blocking tight end. So you need that guy. I think Stoll, if he continues to progress, develop, he'll have a job here as that second tight end, as a blocking guy, and then one of these guys needs to step it up as a receiver. Now into the top 5, number 5 return specialists, kick returner and punt returner. So we talked about Rashad Penny. Get his ass back there. Excited to see that. But, Covey had the job of punt returner last year. Boston Scott, kick returner. I'd like to see Penny at kick returner, and I'd like to see a little bit of Nada at kick returner as well. Alameda at punt returner. They finally started letting Devin Allen in practice get a couple reps. I'd like to see what he does in a game. They have not. Last year, they didn't let him get reps there. So let's see what these guys can do with talent. And look, all these guys, they have return capability. So let's see who they put back there, who gets a shot tonight. Then at number 4, we're getting into the starters here. Those were kind of starters, return men. But now we're talking about punter. Who the hell wants to step it up here? Really, no one has during camp. So don't like that. If not, if they look like trash, you need to bring in a veteran. Bring in somebody who knows what's going on here. We don't need to hope. We saw what happened in the last game. So, just going to leave it at that. Now into the top 3 at right guard. Tyler Steen, Cam Jurgens. Are they going to play tonight? How much will they play? Jurgens, still needs to get reps at right guard. He's a center. And Steen, predominantly a tackle. He needs to get those reps. So how much are they going to play tonight? How much will we get to see that right guard battle actually unfold? Really looking forward to that one. And number 2, these safeties, Sidney Brown, I think, obviously has the opportunity to be a starter at some point this year, but he needs to get some work in the preseason. Terrell Edmonds, maybe he gets a little bit just because there's a competition there. Reed Blankenship, maybe he'll get the night off, but excited to see who locks down those 2 jobs. And whoever it may be with the top 2, you got to look at the fact that there's going to be schemes where you have 3 safeties in. So really excited about this defense. Now, at number 1 in the positional battles, who wants to take that linebacker 2 job? Now, we talked about linebacker depth, but what about who the hell is going to be next to Nakobe Dean? Now, we mentioned Bradley and Van Sumeren at the back end, but you've got some veterans and, the young man, younger veteran and Christian Ellis. So Morrow, Jack, Cunningham, how much are these guys going to get to play? Really looking forward to seeing that battle go down. Excuse me. But I think, the positional battles are across the board. And we've been talking about this all offseason. Obviously, some of these things have changed. The players have changed at certain positions. So, just trying to keep you up to date with this stuff. But let's talk about that. We just looked at all those positions. Now let's take a look at the top 30 players to watch here out of all those battles here. And I try to break it down. I did offense, then I did the front 7, then I did the secondary. But it's a top 30, and I could have made a top 60, really. It was just so annoying. But let's take again here on offense. Really excited. We talked about Steen. Really can't wait to see him get some work at guard. I know he can play tackle too, so we'll see how much work he actually gets. Penny, how much is he going to play tonight? And it's been a while, so he's hungry. He needs to get his feet wet and, get that rust off, get in football shape. And again, I want to see him at returner. Joseph Nana, we talked about him all season. He's finally getting people in the media talking about him. Really excited about this young man. We talk about, his comparison to A.J. Brown, and I just think that this kid got a lot of upside. So maybe he can force the Eagles to keep a 5th receiver. Sills, we talked about, happy he's back. Sermon, ready to rock and roll. See if he can push Boston Scott there. Zentner, we talked about it. I want to see him in a game. I haven't really got I've seen a couple clips, heard about it. I want to see it. Cam Jurgens, excited to see how much time he actually gets. Put him at guard and let him work. Jack Stoll, you got, Calcaterra, Stoll, Dan Arnold, all those guys. But I'm excited to see if Stoll and Calcaterra have developed at all. They really need to, or, we need to figure something else out. But Britton Covey, that's somebody, if you could do something as a receiver, not just, a return man, you could really push, Joseph Nada. That's really, those two looking at each other for that 5th spot. I think, I doubt you keep more than 5. I've talked about maybe even keeping 4. So we'll see here. And then you've got Kelly and Andrews, the veterans. How much do they have left in the tank? And with their versatility, can they help us to, not have to keep so many offensive linemen? If you need to elevate someone on game day, you can do so. Now, those were the offense. Now, I'm going to show you the secondary on defense first. And that was 12. Now you're going to see 9 here and 9 in the next. This is just, very random. But look, in the secondary, there are a lot of players I'm excited about. Sidney Brown, Kaylee Ringo, Mekhi Gardner, Zach McPherson, Job Wallace, Greedy. And you talk about this, Ringo, I know he's going to make this roster, but I want to see what he's got, how much time he plays. Same goes for Sidney Brown. Mekhi Gardner, same thing for him, man. Sorry, I had to close that real quick. Then you've got McPherson, as backup inside, the nickel corner. I think I want to see him work in there, what he can do. Josh Jobe, he's been fantastic. I want to see how much time he gets because that will be telling as to, what we're planning here. And look, Greedy Williams, he's somebody that we signed. Everybody was real excited, but it's like, man, these other guys, we'll see how much time they have here. The playing time will be very telling. We'll talk about that post game, but, and then you've got Justin Evans. Can he push Kayvon Wallace? There's so many questions here. Eli Ricks, I'm excited about too, but I think Garner's got the upper hand. You're going to try to get these guys on the practice squad if they don't make the roster. So we'll see. We'll see. And then finishing it off, the front seven. Oh, my God. Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith. I need it in my veins in that Eagles green. I cannot wait. Well, they'll be wearing all whites tonight, but regardless, ready to see it with the green helmet, smashing people. How much time do you give to your first-round picks? I'm hoping a good amount. Need to see these guys getting in NFL shape. Let's go. Miles Jack, Zach Cunningham, we've talked about it. Really need to see these guys working. And, how much do they have left in the tank and how much work are we giving them here? Kyron Johnson. Look, Patrick Johnson, he was banged up at practice. Kyron really needs to step out, show what he's got. But can he get some work at off-ball linebacker like Nolan Smith? We've talked about the two of them, their skill sets. I think, with versatile pieces that allows you not to have to keep so many at two different positions. Now, Moro Ojomo, can he win out? You see Street there too. So I'm excited to see both these guys, how they're used. They're versatile pieces. So pumped up there. Christian Ellis I threw in, and clearly I would throw in Morrow and everybody else, but just tried to fit this into 30, damn it. And then Janarius Robinson. I want to see if he can push Derek Barnett here. So holy hell, that was the top 30. Now I'm going to get over to these comments, and after that, I'm going to show you the roster one last time. You guys that have been tuning in, you've seen it, but you'll get an update on all their numbers, who you're looking at, all that stuff, so you guys know exactly who everybody is. So appreciate you. Let me get over here. Yo, my man, E-Money. Let's go. Hope you're ready for tonight. I'm ready to go through a wall. Lots of competition to be had here, and I'm very excited to be breaking this damn thing down, and then we'll talk post-game. Then we'll talk tomorrow. I'm pumped up. Appreciate you, my man. And, yo, Colin, hope you're having a great day, my man. Look, I put money down on it, so let's go. I know it's just preseason, but I love every second of it. But, look, man, appreciate you tuning in. It's at OTR2 Victory 1. It's just the same thing with the 1, and it'll have my logo. But, there'll be posts every day about the Eagles. But, do look alike, right? Sills and Good Jones. What the hell was that, right? That was weird, really weird. But, you guys remember me talking about Kelly this offseason. Thought he would be a great addition. Took a few months, but we got him. My man Leaf in here. Let's effing go, baby. Appreciate you tuning in, dude. Yo, my man Swavey. Appreciate you tuning in, dude. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Nada, he's been looking great. Talked about him for a couple of weeks now. Well, a couple months now since we signed him as an undrafted free agent, and very excited about him. So we're going to see a lot tonight that I'm excited about. Let's effing go, Birds. You know it, my dude. Appreciate you tuning in. You effing know it, Luffy. Appreciate you, my man. He should be. I don't know why he would not be. I think we're going to trade some big names like Marlene Williams and Boston Scott. Maddox, Marlene Williams. I don't know. Maddox and Milton Williams, I highly doubt we would do that. Maddox, you possibly could. We've talked about the running backs. If you've got so many good ones, you could always try to trade them. Appreciate you, my man, and I'll follow you back if I see that then here shortly. But, yo, go Birds! We just went through talking about the top 20 position battles, top 30 players to watch. Now, let's take a gander at that roster and depth chart. I'm going to fly through each position. You've heard me break them all down. The ones in green, I have as locks. The ones in white are competing for spots here. It's just my opinion. Then I'll give you the depth chart after it. But you can see their numbers right next to them. So if you're watching the game, you want to come back to this video, check it out, see who the hell you're looking at there. Whatever you want to do, take screenshots, do what you must. But excited to see Book, McKee, Mariota tonight. Sermon, Scott, Brooks, we've talked about it. Pumped up there. Wide receiver is loaded. 12 guys all vying for like 4 or 5 jobs. So going to be fun to watch there. Liz, I know you're ready to see Johnny King down there, 6'5". So look, all these guys, they need to stepping up tonight. There's so much competition there. I'd love to see that. Tight end, we've talked about it. Really no clear shot. I really think Stoll will be that second guy, and Calcaterra could be the third, but if he plays like trash, drops balls, and Arnold shows to be that receiving tight end that he is, that F-type guy, I think he could push him out. But Tyree Jackson, a freak of nature. So who knows how things are going to play out this next month, but I'm excited about it. And on the offensive line, we've talked about, we've got lots of depth here and versatile pieces. So which guys want to step it up? I've got, my locks here, but there's still a couple spots that are open. I think Andrews, and we talked about Kelly, could lock up, and you have guys like Sills. You have Driscoll who can provide versatility all over the place, so makes you feel a lot more comfortable there. And, if you keep Kelly and, just Sills and maybe Andrews, you feel a lot better. But you don't even have to keep Andrews, to be honest with you. But that offense, hey, got me pretty effing excited. See how that looks. Now let's take a gander at the defense here. And again, I'll show you a depth chart here at the end so you can see it all. You don't have to just try to keep this all in your mind. But look, this, one of the deepest positions. I'm very excited about watching the battles here. I cannot wait. I really getting closer. Phils are about to start at 6. And we got the Birds at 7. I'm ready to go through a wall, baby. See edge rushers here. Look, man, another loaded position. And I hope that, one of these guys really stands out, Kyron or Janarius. Derek Barnett's there. We'll see what he does. And I know he's got a lot of talent, but no stupid mistakes, man. Please, for the love of God. Now, linebacker finally got some competition here. I don't have anyone as a lock because I want to see them stay healthy. I want to see them play. But I do think Miles Jack has a great chance of even, being the starter. Christian Ellis, I like the kid. Love his special teams. I think he could definitely make this active roster, and he could make it over Bradley. He could be the fourth guy. So, a lot to consider here, ladies and gentlemen, but a loaded roster, 90 guys. And look, there's only one cut down period this season. So, going to be fun to watch this preseason. You can see the corners we just mentioned, effing loaded here too. So let's go, man. Let's see. And I think, it's going to be fun because when you have good corners in the preseason, it's a good chance to get some big interceptions, big plays. So we'll see what goes down here. Maybe throw some monies on an INT. Pick 6 maybe, but I doubt they even have those parlays right now. At safety, you can see here, again, I've talked about those top 3 comfortable there, but who wants to be that fourth guy? Then on the special teams, we've talked about that punter battle. So looking forward to watching all this tonight, and everybody staying healthy, obviously. Somebody's going to mention it. Now, on offense, let's take a look at the depth chart here. Again, right guard, it belongs to Cam Jurgens. It's his job to lose, but we'll see throughout this offseason how it goes down. Beyond that, I don't care where you want to put Swift, Gainwell. And then, Penny as that guy that comes into your short yardage, hopefully as a kick returner too. So a lot of things going on there that I think, hold on a sec. Ricky Bobby's back. Just going to shut these windows. It's tough hobbling on one foot there. But look, anyways, you've got wide receivers here loaded. Look at this depth chart. I feel pretty comfortable with this roster. And you look at the depth now, as you can see, anyone in green is new to the team this season. So, look, a lot of added talent through the draft, free agency, undrafted free agents. So excited to see which guys want to be these depth pieces, who stands out. And then on the defensive side of the ball, we've talked about this. I think it has 12 positions here because I want to show you the 5-man fronts. You can easily go to 4-man fronts, just take off one of those defensive tackles. But the nickel corner is very important as well. But you're going to see multiple schemes in this defense. So, holy Lord, I cannot wait to see this team feast on souls. The interior guys, the edge rushers. You talk about your stacked off-ball linebackers. I put Miles Jack in as a starter right now. I want him to win that job. Have Cunningham and Ellis as your, depth guys. Maybe Morrow. Maybe Van Sumeren steps it up. Maybe Bradley does it. I really don't care. Just need that linebacker position to make me feel comfortable. And, corners and safeties. There's a lot of competition we just went over here in a plethora of ways. So hopefully getting you as acclimated with this team as you possibly can, so you know everyone and everything that is going on here. You see on special teams, I got Penny there, returner, Covey, punt returner. Look, I would love if some of these other guys beat him out. We'll see how things go down here. But, look, this is what preseason's all about. I know a lot of people that, prefer to just, the clickbait stuff and just screaming and hollering. this isn't really the time for them. This is for us sickos who truly love football, who love breaking stuff down, know what they're watching, know what's going on. So, look, it's fine if people are casual fans. That's perfectly fine. But try to enjoy yourself, not be so miserable and negative. Eagles football is back, and I've seen it. I'll never watch. Well, then don't let us enjoy our time here, because we're going to watch our Eagles stomp these little turds, and we're going to find out what this depth looks like as we head on down to the Super Bowl. Now, a lot of you are going to say, I feel uncomfortable about this position. I don't like this position, and maybe after this game, I'll be joining you in that notion. So let's take a gander now at what the Eagles have in cap space. I showed you the future draft picks, all that stuff. Throughout this offseason, we've been keeping up with the future, looking bright here. But look, the Eagles still have almost 13 mil, 12.99 mil in cap space. So if after this game or after a few games, the joint practices, whatever's going on, you don't feel comfortable about a position, remember that you have Howie Roseman, and remember that last year on August 30th, we traded for C.J. Gardner-Johnson. So look, stay patient. We'll see how this roster looks throughout. We talked about training camp, preseason, joint practices. We'll get a better feel, and then we'll see if we need to make any moves. So, but appreciate you all. Let me jump back over to these comments. I'm glad we have so many depth questions. Yeah, how about it, right? And we talk about how important the offseason is, preseason. It's like all the little things matter, right? And you need to have, you need to have all the little details to be the Super Bowl champion. And we saw the little details kick us in the nuts the last game, right? So let's just try to hone in on that stuff during the offseason and build ourselves an empire here. We're talking about the dynasty. We're not just winning the Super Bowl this year, but for the future. We talk about the young pieces here, so this is where we get to see them step it up. Who wants to be those guys? So let's effing go, my man Daniel in the building. Hope you're doing well. Ricky Bobby outside, Reverend and roaring, and I don't have my headphones or my microphone or my Ethernet, so everything just sucks. But what doesn't is the birds are back. So appreciate you. I knew you would be pumped up about that. Tyree Jackson is healthy. I'm about to go kick this dude's ass, man. Yo, bro. Chill out, Ricky. Anyways, appreciate you tuning in to China. Hope you're ready for some birds. I am ready to run through a wall, but I might have to hop through a wall. Let's be real here. It is horrible. It's completely swollen. I tried to pick it up earlier and show you guys. Smacked it off the desk, so I'm not going to do that again. Maybe I'll show you tomorrow, but it's hurting, so I got her just laying right down there. But it's good. I'm ready to hop through a wall, right? Let's go. It sucks, though. It's pretty bad. But, my man, Brian, appreciate you tuning in, my dude. About to roll out here, but I put the jersey on. Every game, it has been a tradition since I was a child with my father and my brother, and every game, I will be wearing a jersey. It's just the way I roll, so let's effing go. All about it, whatever gear you guys got on. Put all that good juju in the air. Let's get excited about it. 1 hour to Eagles football. Yes, indeed. Fills are about to begin, so going to get my fix on in there. But, of course, my man, it is my pleasure. Nice to see you. Hope all has been well. Hope you're ready for this season. There will be a post-game show after the game. We'll be talking about what we saw, who we liked, all that great stuff. Then, of course, tomorrow I'll break some things down. It's not going to be like the regular season where we break everything down and go crazy. But I'm excited. And next week we're going to continue. But Monday it's going to be joint practice at 5 o'clock. Tuesday, joint practice at 5 o'clock. So we'll break that stuff down whenever it's over, 7, 8 o'clock that night. And then as we get through, I'll continue to talk about on Wednesday. I'll try to break some things down. And then Thursday, we'll do the same thing we're doing now. But I'll make it a little less because now you guys got a feel for everybody. We'll talk about the top 10 battles, the top 10 players, things like that. But this gives you all an overview in case anybody missed anything throughout this offseason. But loaded with information here, so wanted to give it to you all. Let me know who you're excited about seeing tonight. You got a score prediction. I know it's preseason, but I know you're sickos. I'm glad you enjoyed that because I was like, man, you are nuts. I really am, and I'm going nuts waiting for this damn game. I hope you're all trying to stay sane here. Lil, my dude, appreciate you. I will be back later tonight, so I hope to see you then for the post-game show. It'll be about 20 minutes, maybe 10 minutes after the game. We'll see what's going down, but I hope to see you then. If you have any questions, let me know. Any comments, leave them down below. I will make a thread for you guys to talk about the game if you want on YouTube. We'll see how that goes. If that's something you want to do, talk to me throughout the game. But it's something I wanted to cut down on, but now I'm like, you know what? Don't want to leave you guys hanging. And after the game, I will happily talk with you guys. But let's go, baby. Let's go. I'm very excited about my man, Sydney, ready to go hop through that wall, my dude. So I want to see all of them playing out here well. I want to see everybody staying healthy. I just want to see this team building on that championship run. This is preseason, though. So if they lose the game, who cares? We lost to the Dolphins last year by like 20-some points. Well, guess what? They didn't make the playoffs. We went to the Super Bowl. So do not care in the sense when it comes to winning and losing. I just want to break every single little thing that I can see, what's going down. And okay, good. Now that you're pumped about it, then I'm pumped about it because – at least a spot where, it just has the graphic and throughout the game, you guys want to just mention a cool play you saw. Actually, that'll make it cool then because then on the show, we can talk about, what you guys saw too and what I have to say to those things. And I think it's a great idea. So I'm on board too. And look, I appreciate all of you taking the time. Got a bunch of things to do with one leg here before this damn game starts. So we're going to see how that goes down. I'm very grateful for my family. They've been very helpful. But this does suck when it comes to all the things that need to get done. So anytime now, ankle, you can start working. But look, it's game day. Let's get excited and hope to talk to you throughout the game on those threads. And maybe I'll post some on the other social platforms as well, see how that goes. But then post-game, it's for you sickos. If you guys are going to bed, I totally understand it. But you sickos, I hope to see you then. But until then, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. Hope you're all settled in, having a great time, partying it up, tailgating. I don't care, man. This is sicko season, so I love you all. Don't be ashamed to, love this time. I know there's people out there telling you not to. Who gives a damn? But we're going to break their record. Let's go, man. I'm all about it. But yes, exactly. And he is a little ass beard. He was this morning. I'm like, bro. You did this to me. So I'm hopping downstairs, letting him out. I'm like, this is hell. He's going to run away again. Herschel, he is something else. I'll tell you what. But I love you all. I appreciate you. I've already said all of it. So let's effing go. Game starts in an effing hour. I'll talk to you throughout it. I'll talk to you after. Stay safe. Enjoy this effing game. Go Phils. And as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!